This is gonna be really horrible for my mental health. 5,008 pages in this entire series, 8 books. I just feel sick to my fucking stomach. I'm like laughing so I don't cry. I'm just having the greatest time ever. What's up, you guys? It's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my very first ever reading vlog. It's been a long time coming. In this vlog, I read one of the most popular series, at least that I've heard of in the fantasy world, and that is Throne of Glass. Oh my god. Throne of Glass contains 8 books. It is, I just added these up, approximately 4,799 pages in total. And we are about to go on a journey together, you and I. I'm splitting this video into 2 parts. The first part is going to be the non-spoiler section, and there will be like the little time thingies down in the, what's that thing called? The bar below. There will be little chapters, dividers, things down there. So starting with non-spoiler and then going into the spoiler section. I hope you're ready, because I wasn't. I will say that I decided to make this video when I had already read 2 of the books in the series. So I had read Assassin's Blade and Throne of Glass, and then decided that I wanted to do a reading vlog for the remaining 6 books in the series. So I didn't vlog myself reading those 2. I just wanted to have fun with this, document some of my reactions in real time and then some after the fact of this series, and I truly had so much fun reading this. One of my favorite series, if not my absolute favorite series now of all time. This is a finished series. Without further ado, let's get into it. This is me reading the Throne of Glass series for the first time. Hello everyone, this is the non-spoiler section, aka how vague can I possibly be for however long the duration of this section is. For the first 2 books, since I already read them, I'm kind of just gonna go through my high level, extremely vague thoughts. In the entirety of the spoiler free section, I will not be mentioning any specific characters' names. I'm just gonna be calling them this character, that character. I feel like the beginning few books are definitely less spoiler heavy just because they're setting the scene, setting the groundwork. As we get into the latter half of the series, I'm gonna have to say basically nothing because everything is feeding into each other and it feels like anything at that point is a spoiler. I don't know, this is my very first reading vlog ever, so I'm still trying to get the hang of it. The first book that I read is Assassin's Blade, and Assassin's Blade is essentially a prequel to the series. It's composed of 5 novellas, which are basically giving you context on and some like background stories about this one character. This was actually the 3rd book in the series published, but it's set timeline-wise before the first book, if that makes sense. So this is the order of publication. This is the order of timeline. I'm just gonna take my glasses off to save editing me the trouble of getting pissed off at the glare. I decided to read it in timeline order because my good friend Julia K. Christ here on YouTube, she's already read this series, so she advised me to read it that way because she said that she wished she would have read Assassin's Blade first. And I obviously don't know what it's like to have not read Assassin's Blade first, but I am glad that I did because I feel like it just set up my vision of the world and kind of my foundational knowledge of who these characters were, what the vibes were. It set that up so strongly for me that when I started the first book, Throne of Glass, it really just got right into it, but I already had all of that knowledge from what I had just read in the prequel, because Throne of Glass really just dives right in. Assassin's Blade for me, I think I rated it like a 3.5, 3.75 stars out of 5. The first half or so, maybe even the first like 60%, I was kind of like not connecting with it completely, just because it was jumping around. There were 5 different stories within it, so I don't know, it just was difficult for me to find some sort of cohesion. But by the end, I was glad that I read it first, even though I was confused, because I would have been so much more confused reading Throne of Glass had I not read this first. The only thing that I will say about this book is that something happened in this book that was so gut-wrenching, so heartbreaking that I am still thinking about it. Every time I think about it, I'm like, that was brutal. Literally brutal. I couldn't believe what I was reading. I fully was like, there has to be some mistake. There's no way this can be what's going on right now. Oh man, it was tough. It really was. I was telling Julia my thoughts about it as I was reading it, like sending her my reactions. And she was like, honestly, this part didn't hit me as hard because I didn't read Assassin's Blade first. And in order for you to really fully feel all of the emotions with what happens, you have to read this first. It really was one of the most heartbreaking things I've read in a book. in a long time. So that was that. That's what I'm gonna say for Assassin's Blade. Moving on to Throne of Glass, which is the second book that I read, but the first book in the series. This book, again, was a lot of setting the scene, a lot of introducing the world, the conflicts, some concepts, some characters, some history, but there's still so much history that is kind of alluded to but isn't spelled out, so you don't exactly know what happened with certain characters. You don't know what happened for the world to be the way that it is, and that's something that unfolds, you know, throughout the series. I really liked this book. I think I rated this a 4.25 stars out of 5. I've heard such good things about the books towards the end of the series that I don't want to rate these earlier books too high. I don't know, I fucking hate ratings. I'm not good at this whole rating thing. This book had sort of like a competition aspect, which I thought was really interesting. That's like basically the entire plot. Like a bunch of characters were competing to become something. New characters are introduced. You start to attach yourself, at least I did, to some of the characters, and obviously started to hate some other ones. It made me really excited to keep reading. So now moving on to the second book in the series, third book that I read, Crown of Midnight. I keep forgetting the name of this book. This is the beginning of the actual reading vlog, taking you through my reactions as they come and my thoughts. So roll the tapes. Hello everyone. Wow, this lighting is super bad. Is it cozy or is it just bad? I don't know. Welcome to me actually reading in this vlog now that we've covered the intro and everything else. I'm currently on Crown of Midnight. I actually just went ahead and purchased all of the remaining books online. So I'm so excited to get them, and after this one, I'm finishing this one on my Kindle, obviously, because I already bought it on my Kindle. And after this one, we're gonna do physical books. I'm 5% of the way through. I remember I started this one right after I finished Throne of Glass because I had to jump right back in. Hi, Charlie! My heater is whistling, of course. As soon as I start talking, it does that. I'm gonna read until that's done, and I'll be back to tell you why. It's been like 2 weeks since I picked up this book. I just remember why I was pissed off. I'm pissed off again. Okay, now that that's done, I can tell you, especially because we just got to this part, nothing actually happened. It's just somebody popped up and I need to tell you what happened. So I went directly from reading Throne of Glass straight into this book because I just needed to keep going. And then I made a TikTok, and this is where I fucked up. I made a TikTok about the male characters that I love in the books that I've read. Somebody commented on that TikTok and they were like, what about so-and-so? And I was like, well, who the fuck is that? Because I thought that he was from a completely other like book. Like I didn't even think he was part of this series because people were commenting about another character from another series, and I was like, okay. So I Googled him and I fucking spoiled it for myself that things don't go the way that I want them to. And it made me so fucking annoyed. I was just like, why? Like, why are we doing this? This already happened in one of the other books. Like, I fell in love with the character. I'm like, again? A fucking again. Can I live? So I was so mad about it and butthurt that I boycotted for 2 weeks, literally. So I still wouldn't be vibing with the current situation if I hadn't Googled it because it annoys me. Basically just because it's not the person that I want it to be. Whatever. Apparently, according to my Googling and everybody's comments about this other person that is introduced later in the series, apparently I'm gonna love them. Who knows? I don't know anything about this character really. I just briefly saw that he existed and it made me upset and it crushed my dreams a little bit. Anyway, now we're here. I'm low-key gonna need this to get through this romance, and when I told my friend Julia that I spoiled it for myself, she was like, honestly, I spent the entire time being mad about the same thing that you're mad about and I didn't even get to enjoy any of it. And I'm like, that's how I'm gonna be because it's not what I want. I'm throwing a fit. Apparently there's a reason why things happen the way they did with this other, it hasn't even fully played out yet because I spoiled it for myself and I got ahead of myself. But apparently there are like valid reasons, so I guess I'll find out. We have so much to go in this series. We're so early, like so early days. Even this guy's name is hot. What's the problem? Where's the issue? I'm not seeing it. It's like Team Damon and Team Stefan. This bitch is giving Elena Gilbert. This poor guy, he goes, you said you still wanted to be friends with me. Like, oh, I want to be friends with you. I hate this. It was for the best shit. Like, that's, no. This fucking storyline is so unbelievably devastating, and every time they even mention it for a second, it's longer than a second right now, but it just reminds me of how fucking devastated I was to read it the first time. It's too much. Truly what I love about all of my favorite books that I've read recently, and this series is the same way. They all have such amazing world building, and there's so much going on that like the romance isn't the focus. Well, it like was and it wasn't with ACOTAR, and I loved the way that was, but like in this series the world building is just so intricate. There's so much going on. It's multifaceted. I appreciate that. I was just thinking about that and I wanted to come in. I don't know how to do a reading blog. I've watched reading blogs before too. Like, am I just supposed to pop in with my thoughts? This is gonna be a long video. This is a long series, so strap in, everyone. Okay, things are looking up. The thing that I was not optimistic about, that I was just bitching about, things are looking up. I'm 25% of the way in, and this shit is getting good. But I also think that like everyone is a liar. Everyone has a secret agenda. I don't trust a soul in this book, and I don't trust this man who's claiming to be, you know, like he's like, I don't trust him. I think he's a lying piece of shit. It's just the vibe I'm getting. Also, few pages back, probably it's like 20 pages back, I don't even know what page I'm on, it doesn't tell me. They mentioned a name, and I think that name is going to be important, and if I'm correct about why that name is important, I'll let you know. My eyebrows perked up when I saw it. I feel like this is so fun. Like, I love books where I'm thinking about what pieces could fit together and trying to almost come up with the answer on my own before they spell it out for me in the book. I love books that make me think and keep me on my toes. I personally could never imagine finding like a secret passageway or something, like stairs that go down to and you can't see and start. I can't imagine coming across something like that and like going into it willingly. I could never fucking survive in a book. Like, I could never survive in this world. There's literally no way. You couldn't pay me enough, let alone do it for free. It just like is crazy to me. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Where are you going? This can't be good. I love that this universe is part of the same multiverse as ACOTAR is in, and some of the concepts of ACOTAR and just like the foundations of the world are the same, but it's interesting to see how this world has taken those elements differently. I don't know how to explain it without saying anything. Like, in the vaguest way possible, it's interesting that one of the multiverses, what do they call it? Like, what's a singular multiverse? Like a piece of the multiverse? What is that called? A universe? I don't know. The ACOTAR universe has the same like foundational principles as this one, but they use them differently. That makes no sense. I just like the little mentions and I'm like, oh, I know what that is because I already read ACOTAR. It's like the same vibes but different fonts. It probably looks like it's fully the same night as it just was in the last clip, but it's not. It's the next night. I just have to pop in because what the fuck? I'm 44%. This is tea. Remember what I said at the beginning? How I wasn't really feeling the vibes with this? I take that back. I take that back. I was too quick to judge. I've been proven wrong. Oh, this is amazing. Like, this is actually amazing. Okay, maybe I should just not be so judgmental. Like, maybe that's the lesson in all of this. Charlie, this is crazy. The fuck, like, the fuck, bro. Oh my god. Wait, I'm actually here for this. Oh my god. Stop. This is not happening, right? There's no way, bro. There's no way this is the moment I just happened to turn the camera on. I had no idea this was gonna happen. That was so pivotal. I can't believe that just happened. I will say though, I'm torn because he's a bad friend. He's a bad friend. Controversial take potentially, but I feel so bad for him, for this person. I feel bad. They don't deserve this. Well, he just ruined it. He literally just ruined that relationship. What? Bad friend. Okay. Next day, 53% of the way through this book, I just have to say something, and it's that I knew it. I called it. I knew that this person was a fucking fraud. I knew this person was fake. I freaking knew it. It was, no. I don't trust anyone in this book. I don't trust anybody, not one person. I wasn't buying it. And you know what? I was right. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. This fucking dude, bro. Absolutely not. No. This is why I was team the other guy from the fucking start. This is why. Because this guy's a bitch. Sorry. Charlie, he's a bitch. Like, this is actually fucking ridiculous and insane. I love this book. This is so fun. What did you think was gonna happen, bro? What did you actually think? Are you dumb? This guy's too good to the other guy. He doesn't deserve that. Couldn't be me. Like, he's better than me. If I'm right about this too, bitch, rub me my check. Oh, I know it. I know why. I literally know why. And it's because I spoiled it for myself. We've already been over that, but I know why she can do that. This girl keeps getting over by men. She's just like me for this idiot man right now is the epitome of f around and find out. It's so crazy. Like, he just hates women and just like underestimates them because he thinks he's better. Well. It's almost 1 a.m. I am at 92% and I need to go to bed. I don't want to, but I need to. My eyes are literally closing. I'm gonna finish this book tomorrow. But wow, a lot was revealed just now, which changes literally everything. I love the plot thickens. I love it. Yep, I always forget that Amazon started off as just a bookstore. The goods have arrived. Well, 4 of the 5 that I ordered are in this box. The good thing is the next book, since I did finish, I keep forgetting the name of that freaking book. What was it called? Crown of Midnight? I don't know why I can't remember it. I finished that last night. More on that later, but I wanted to unbox this and then I'm gonna shower, eat, get into bed, and start reading. I am so excited. Like, I can't even explain to you and how excited I am. Oh my god, this is hefty. Fuck. How many pages are you? Oh, almost 1,000. Right. Totally. Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadow, Kingdom of Ash, and then the one that I'm missing, whichever one that is at the UPS store. Oh my god. I gotta get reading. This is the longest book I will have ever read. The longest book I've read up until this point was A Court of Silver Flame, which was like $7.50. I'm so excited to get into this. I am literally so happy that I have a physical copy now. Wow. Okay. As we know, because I've talked about it 100 times, I spoiled things for myself in this series. One of which was the ending. Well, I didn't know it was gonna happen at the end of the last book, but it did. The thing that I already knew was revealed. And I was still excited because I was excited to see how they were gonna like break the news type. Well, the news was not broken whatsoever, but someone found out. And I was really excited for that to happen. Now I am beginning Heir of Fire. And look who we have here. I spoiled this for myself, so I know who this is. And I did not know we were gonna meet this person this early, but it's like, this is book 3, but I don't know, I just wasn't expecting it. But as soon as this character showed up, I was like, is this who I think it is? And in fact, it is. Oh, I cannot wait to get into this. I cannot freaking wait to see what happens here. And how this progresses over the next 5 books. That's my update. I'm on page 17. I'm really excited. It is the next day. I actually just sat down to film the beginning of this video, so you would have already seen me in this outfit. This is actually like a week into this vlog that I'm recording the beginning. I was just talking and then my heater started going and whistling at me, so I decided I'm just gonna sit in silence until it's done and keep reading Heir of Fire. I'm on chapter 16, page 121. I'm like annoyed at this point. One of the characters is really pissing me off and I feel like they're gonna have an arc. I feel like they're gonna have an improvement. But right now I'm like, f off, literally. Let's continue. I'm having so much fun. This book is also going between 3 different perspectives, which I like, but one of the perspectives, I've never heard of these people before, so they're a completely new set of characters and a new like whole group, basically. So I'm learning about them. Kind of scaring me a little bit. This is giving me Fourth Wing vibes. Hello, everybody. It's been a few days. I'm on chapter 26 of Heir of Fire. I've got my Sleepy Girl mocktail over here. It's a Saturday night at 10:30 p.m. and I couldn't be happier. I truly could not. I'm having a great time. We're currently reading from one of the characters' points of view. This book, I already said, is broken up into so far at least, 3 different points of view from 3 different characters. It's mentioning things that happened in the very first book, The Assassin's Blade. So I'm triggered. This is such a crazy storyline. This is killing me right now. Page 279. Oh, there's just this one character who is so genuinely fucking kind, and he's just getting shit on. Ugh! It makes me so sad. And he just keeps trying to see the good in people, and it's I hate when this fucking happens. This just breaks my heart. Like, can everyone just fucking relax? So frustrating. What even time is it? Oh, okay. Midnight, whatever. I like haven't even drank any of my drink because I got carried away. Now I'm just like really upset. So many people in this book deserve better. I just keep saying that, but I swear people just get treated like fucking shit. And there's like, there's just so much going on, like so much deeper than just that. But it makes me sad. It's just like 1 step forward, 3 steps back, and it's so frustrating. But I gotta see it through, and it'll be worth it. I think it's all gonna work out at some point. We still have 4 books after this, so it's like, you know, like just when you think things are improving, it's just like goes to shit again. It's like, fuck. Read you this line. This is making me want to sob. This character says, "What do you see when you look at her?" The next character says, "That's none of your concern either." First character says, "I see her slipping away bit by bit because you shove her down when she so desperately needs someone to help her back up." Literally! Somebody said it, thank God. This person deserves better. Heart of fucking gold, the person that said that, I swear. Oh! No, now I know why. This character's so nice because they were related to a relative of another character. They were like, "Did you know that so-and-so was my friend?" Fuck! This runs so deep, I love it. I am also a constant highlighter and underliner. I highlight everything because I'm like, this is powerful, and I highlight it. All right, I've reached part 2, Heir of Fire. I think we're finally getting somewhere. Let the games begin. I'm so excited. There's Charlie. I'm not at all tired. I'm just gonna keep reading because why not? Whatever. But maybe we could find the way back together. Together, she said, and took his outstretched hand, and somewhere far and deep inside her, an ember began to glow. Oh, I'm so excited. This is a fucking roller coaster. Oh, wow. I love it. Okay. I'm almost done with Heir of Fire. I'm on page 500, and I think there's like 65 or so pages left. Woo! This has been a whirlwind. Action-packed. One of the characters is really coming into their own, and I'm just loving to see it. They have been through some shit and they're so young, but to see them fighting through it is just so powerful. Loving the new characters that were introduced in this book. I was complaining about one of them in particular earlier and they have grown on me. I've learned more about them. They have gotten their shit together a little bit, have admitted that they were being very unfair, which good, because they were. So I'm glad they know that, because I knew that. I want to finish this book. I almost finished it last night, literally left 65 pages left. I never do that. If I'm that close to ending a book, then I will just power through, but it was 1 a.m. My eyes were closing. I have loved every page of this book. I have been highlighting, underlining, annotating like a mad woman, and I didn't want to just like half pay attention to the rest of this just to finish it. Like I actually want to give it the attention that it deserves. So I'm gonna sit here, finish up this book. Made a fresh iced latte for this as well. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna be halfway done. 4 books to go. Let's freaking go. Let's get it. There's literally crazy shit happening right now. I have like 20 pages left and things just got extremely serious. I was not expecting that. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm a little worried. A little worried. My camera's gonna die, but you know what? Other people might die too, so. Ah! No. Holy shit. This guy's so ballsy for that. Her. Spat on him and everything. I had a suspicion that this person was not who they said they were. And I was right. I was right. That That is great. No, there's no way. No! No! Oh no. No, 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 that's not good. No, that's not good. Oh, I can't read this. This actually hurts me. This character deserves so much better. It's like making me sick. I've said that in every fucking book. And this character continues to deserve better. And he just isn't getting it! Bro, it just keeps getting worse! Oh, the detail's unnecessary. Oh. Ooh, I feel a little nauseous. I can only read like 2 words at a time and then I just have to look away. I can't. Oh my god, I want to give him a hug. Nobody deserves this, bro. Fuck. Oh, fuck you. Bruh. Bro, I feel so many emotions right now. Devastation, rage. That's about it, actually, only 2. I want someone to kill this guy so bad. Someone has to do it, bro. Someone fucking step up to the plate. Oh no, hold on. Shut the fuck up. This is actually fucking insane. There's literally no way. I just glanced to the next page. There's no fucking way this is happening right now. She's already beaten you once. She will beat you again. Period. This is fucking insane. There's literally no way. Oh my god. Oh, this is so hot. Oh my god, I love this character so much. Like, literally. I will stand them till the day I fucking die. Yes! When you come back, burn this place to the ground. Damn right. Somebody had to say it. Incinerate. Wait, pause? What's happening? I need to stop reading the next page. I keep getting ahead of myself. Okay, this is really intense right now. If this character dies, I'm gonna fucking... No! No, this is gonna be really, really brutal for me, mentally. But what if he could? But what if he does? This is not gonna be good. Oh no, 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 no. No, this, no. No, don't start with me. There's no way. I don't wanna keep reading. What? Huh? There's no way. Shut the fuck up. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no! Oh my god. No, no, fuck. I'm not even at the end of the book. I'm gonna no. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. This is so bad. No, this is so really bad. There's literally no way. This is gonna be really horrible for my mental health. This is gonna be my prayers at night, literally. Well. It's been a while since I've spoken actually to this vlog. I am about 2/3 of the way done with Queen of Shadows. I don't even think I've said anything about Queen of Shadows so far. This book is so good. I have been absolutely devouring this. I think this might be, I'm saying this at page 438, that I think this might be my favorite one so far. This is so, it's so good. What can I say? A lot of things obviously have gone down in the last 400 plus pages. The thing that I had that really devastating dramatic reaction to at the end of Air of Fire is still an issue, and it has been absolutely ripping my heart to shreds this entire time, and I'm still waiting to see if they find a solution to it, because I don't know. It's taking everything in me
not to spoil it and like just look it up and see what the resolution is, like what actually ends up happening, because it's killing me. This book again is going back and forth through a couple different POVs. There's like 2 general POVs. One is in one place and then one's in another, and it kind of goes through a couple of the main players' POVs, but it's like that's all happening in one area and then the other POV is happening in another area. We're learning more about some of the main conflict that's been brewing throughout this whole series and like what exactly we think is happening. We're trying to figure out how to stop the bad guys. This one character though, I am so obsessed with. I think this character is so fucking badass. Every time they do anything, I'm just like, slay, slay. I will make an excuse because I am this character apologist. If you've read this series already, you probably know what I'm talking about, but I'm trying to be vague. Also, okay, one of the characters that I talked about in the it was the second book that I read, but the first book that I talked about, Crown of Midnight. This one character, I was not vibing with them, and then they grew on me. I'm back to not vibing with them. They just are insufferable, I've decided, so that's my consensus. You know what, and I never really f***ed with them from the start. I tried to get over it for the sake that other people like them and whatever. And then I'm like, okay, they just continue to prove why they're just like not it. And then a newer character that was introduced in the last book. Was it the last book or the book before that? I like genuinely have, everything is blending together at this point. It's like, I'm obsessed with them, but I'm so frustrated with what's happening right now. It's just like a miscommunication, lack of communication, avoiding thing. And it's like, bruh, like it's just, you don't have to do all that. I just want to finish it so bad. I'm so close. Like I probably could just sit here in the next few hours and finish it, and I really want to do that actually. I'm gonna get back into this, I think, because I'm just too excited. This book is so good. Oh my god. I'm on chapter 67. Something just happened, sort of, that like I'm screaming. I'm fucking screaming. Oh my god, I texted Julia pictures of me screaming. I'm so excited. Shit's about to get real, I think. Just dropping it right here. I'm nervous. We've got so much left. Oh my god, like one flip of the page and you're fucking spoiling shit for yourself. That's not good. I gotta go, I gotta focus. Status update. Things are not going well. Things have taken a turn. Somewhere in the haze, got a sense I've been betrayed. As usual, I don't trust anybody in this book. Not a single person. I mean, I didn't trust this fucker to begin with because they were shady at the start. I knew they were a snake. There was no way they were just gonna start telling the truth ever. You know what I mean? Like I never trusted them. And now it's just been proven. We're in for some deep shit. Bad shit is happening. This is bad. Oh no. Wait, what's going on? This really can't be good. I'm so scared right now. I'm like laughing so I don't cry. We all need him out of the picture. I've been praying for fucking 4 books now. What? What? I like don't want to keep reading this right now. This is really bad. Ew. No. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on, bro? Seriously. Be fucking for real. Well, this son of a bitch is a little fucking late. Sorry, Charlie. Things are very, very wrong. Everything's wrong, 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 wrong. Wait, hold on. There's tea going on. I fear shit's just going down. This is so action-packed. It's crazy. Charlie, this is literally crazy. She doesn't give a fuck. What? Oh my god. Can I live? Can I live? No, she didn't. Oh, please! Oh my god! Oh my god! And just like that, now I'm confused and I'm feeling not good. This is the craziest book of all time, I think. I love this. Is the greatest book I've ever read. Oh my god.
Okay, so here's the deal. Queen of Shadows was absolutely fantastic. I rated it 6 out of 5 stars because I loved it that much. Absolutely no notes, riveting, amazing. Could not have been better. Now the next two books are Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. And you can read them one after the other, but it was recommended to me to read them as a tandem read. So my friend Julia sent me over this PDF that somebody made of the alternating chapters that you should read. So here's that in case you want to screenshot it. I wrote it all out, color coded it and everything so that I could cross them off as I went. And then I think I forgot that I was filming a reading vlog because I did not film or vlog myself reading these two whole ass books at all. So I am extremely sorry for that. I don't know what was up with that. I did, however, record a little bit of my thoughts on both of them in another video, but I'm gonna insert those right here for you. The next two books I tandem read, my first ever time tandem reading. So I read Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn simultaneously. Alternating chapters. Really glad that I did that. For Empire of Storms, I finished that one first and I rated it 5 stars. I wrote great book, but I am now filled with unrelenting rage. I don't remember why I was filled with unrelenting rage. Yeah. Fuck that. Fuck the ending of this book. I was so pissed. And then Tower of Dawn, I rated 4.75 stars. Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn happened at the same time. They were following the same timeline, but in 2 different places with 2 different sets of characters and 2 different kind of journeys. But some of the characters know each other, but they all are intertwined, but it was just focusing on 2 completely separate perspectives. Glad that I read them together so that I could have all of my characters at the same time and seeing how they're, like, what's going on in one place while at the same time another thing's going on in another place. A lot of good developments with relationships and a lot of good developments with alliances and information, knowledge that people learned that was like, oh my god. So now we're here. We're at the final book in the series, which is Kingdom of Ash. So let's check back in with actual me vlogging and finish up this series. I was gonna say I don't even know how we got here so quickly, but it's because I fully did not record myself reading half of this series at this point. So that's why this video would be like 3 hours long. So, I mean, maybe you're welcome. Anyway, all right, let's get into it. It has been a hot minute since I've vlogged myself reading this book, or this series, I should say. I'm currently 45% of the way done with Kingdom of Ash. I didn't vlog, I don't think, anything of the tandem read. The end of Empire of Storms and the beginning of Kingdom of Ash pissed me off. It was genuinely hard to read at times because of what was going on. I just sat down to read a little bit more of this book. I can't believe this book is almost 1,000 pages, right, Charlie? It's crazy. Oh, okay. So much has happened. Oh my god, I cried my last time sitting down and reading this book because there was such a sweet, heartfelt encounter between some of the characters and it just like made me so happy. But generally, they're in war right now. It switches between the perspectives of the main characters, but the general premise is that they are in the midst of war. We're on chapter 54. So, I'm gonna get back into it. Battle again. Man, this character, I have been up and down with this character this whole series, but I have warmed to them. I have. Started in Tower of Dawn. Did it? Or did it start before that? She was pissing me off the entire series until the last couple of months. But now I'm like, aw, even though they're literally in the middle of war. I keep hearing that this book is like a crazy up and down emotional roller coaster and I'm really scared. Charlie is too. She just said this is about to get fucking real. No. Shut the fuck up. There's literally no way. I hate it here. No. Oh my god. Dude, I'm obsessed with them. What the f is happening? Oh my god. Shit's about to get real, I fear. I didn't believe in him at first. I thought he was gonna be stupid. He fully said, not only are you a hag, but you're a stupid hag. Karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a god. Karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you envious that for you it's not? He's so real. Oh my god. I'm obsessed with him. I am about to sit down and read this series for the very last time. I can't believe it. I didn't think I would feel this way. I'm about to finish Kingdom of Ash. I only have this very little part left. I almost finished it last night, but it was like 2 a.m. and I had to go to sleep. So I feel like I'm about to graduate college all over again. Like, it's the same feeling as me just like shutting my laptop in my childhood bedroom in the middle of COVID, signifying the end of my 4 years of college. I can't explain it further than that. That's just how I feel. I'm devastated. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I do know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna read Crescent City next, but this series has taken over my life in the best way possible. I'm so in love with the characters. I love this world like it's my own. I feel like I know these characters. I seriously feel like they're my friends. I'm on page 918. I think I have like maybe 70-ish pages left. I don't even want to finish it. I want to know what happens though. Oh. Greatest series ever. Oh my god, that just altered the course of my life. I have never had so much fun doing anything ever. I can't believe I finished it. It's over. I loved every second of that series. I had so much fun. I feel empty, but yet full. I gotta go to bed. That's all she wrote. Oh my god. That concludes the non-spoiler section. So if you don't want any spoilers for this series, click off of this video now, please. There'll be like a million more reminders in the next minute, so you can't miss it. But for those of you who are exiting at this point, thank you so much for watching. I love you. I hope that you enjoyed this non-spoiler section. If you haven't read this series yet, I highly recommend you do, because as you could tell, it was riveting. But I will see you next time. Now we're gonna get into the spoiler section. Hi, it's me again. Are you sick of me yet? Well, if you skipped right to the spoiler section, then you aren't sick of me yet because you haven't really seen me yet. This is the spoiler section. So if you do not want spoilers for this series, click off now, please. If you don't click off in the next 15 seconds, that's your own problem. You can't yell at me in the comments. I'm letting you know. Spoilers, spoiler alert, all the spoilers will be right here. Click off, click off. If you're washing your dishes, if you're vacuuming right now and you have to run back to your phone, sprint, run quickly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoiler time. Let's begin with my spoiler thoughts on Assassin's Blade. First of all, Sam dying hurt me for multiple days. What the f was that, bro? When Arabin's ass, that's another thing. Arabin, he's a snake ass bitch. I hate that guy. Like, was he snaking and plotting and scheming the entire time, the entire like 10 years since he'd been kind of Selena's keeper? Almost, like, what even was he to Selena? Was he a father figure? Did he like have a crush on her? What was the dynamic? I still don't really understand, because just his like little comments at the end about how he like basically owned her or treating her like he was his property. It was so much giving Tamlin vibes. Like, he was giving like, this is, I own her, she's my property. Fuck you, okay? The fact that no, like, I'm only on Heir of Fire right now. We haven't even seen Arabin since Assassin's Blade. And not that I've missed him because I think he sucks, but I'm like, where the fuck did he go? Like, what's he been doing after Selena decided to leave and then he had her fucking shipped off to the salt mines? That was so crazy. I wanted Sam to be endgame, and obviously he can't be endgame in this book. Like, I didn't even think at the time that this was the 3rd book in the publishing order, just 1st book in timeline order. So obviously, like, there's already been so much other shit happening by the time this book was even put out. But like, reading this book first killed me. It made me fall in love with Sam. I had literally no idea who the rest of the characters in the rest of the series would be, the rest of the love interests. I just was like, I loved Sam. Like, he was such a sweetheart and he was so good to Selena, and oh, I couldn't believe it. Sam is not coming back. Like, Sam's dead. I was like, you're lying. Like, there's no way. That shit pissed me off, bro, for so many ways. I couldn't believe it. And then every time they've mentioned Sam in the following books, I've just been like, don't even talk about Sam to me. Don't even bring Sam up. Okay, next, Throne of Glass. So coming into Throne of Glass, they really just went for it. I'm glad that I read Assassin's Blade. I already said this in the non-spoiler section, but I'm glad I read Assassin's Blade first, because although it was devastating, I feel like I understood so much more about Selena. A little bit of her history, though at this point we also didn't really know anything much other than she was like a really good assassin at 16. These are the things that I wrote down. Number 1, the fact that she meaning Selena, doesn't end up with Dorian pisses me off. Okay, to this fucking day, I'm on Heir of Fire right now, and this is jumping ahead a bit, but I've met Rowan. I know what happens there because I spoiled this for myself. Found out that like Rowan and Selena, who's not even Selena, are endgame, and I'm like, who the f is Rowan and why is Dorian not endgame? I felt this way during Throne of Glass. I felt this way during Crown of Midnight, and I still feel this way. Dorian deserves better. Dorian got the shit end of the stick. Anyway, second thing I wrote down is, did the king orchestrate Selena's poisoning or did he not? I'm still not sure about this. Did he or did he not? I know that Harrington or whoever the f got the other girl, how do you pronounce her name? Coltane? I was like reading as Caitlin half the time, but I know that's not right. He got her to do it and then kind of like wiped his hands of it and was like, what are you talking about, you crazy bitch? Kind of felt bad for her in that moment, even though she was just like, I don't know, she was an attention seeker. She just wanted to be important. I get that, but still, like, still kind of a conniving bitch. Did the king know or not? I don't know if that's something that was made clear, but it wasn't to me. The last thing that I wrote was, sorry, but Kale and Selena is not it for me. Giving Stelena vibes, but IDK. This whole time I was picturing Dorian as Damon Salvatore and Kale as Stefan Salvatore, and I've always been team Delena. I just love the dark, like, bad boy character. That's why I love Recent and I love Xaden, and I loved Dorian. And you know what? My love for Dorian still hasn't gone away. I'm not sure if there's anything Dorian could do that could make me hate him at this point. I love him. After I spoiled it for myself at the end of this book and realized Dorian wasn't endgame, I was so mad about that I had to take like a week and a half break from reading this series, because I knew that just going into it after knowing that, I would just hate to read about her and Kale. So I took like a week and a half off, came back, and read Crown of Midnight. So I've got a few notes for Crown of Midnight. This is my most recent finish. And the first thing I wrote was, I feel so bad for Dorian. His father is a sadistic piece of shit, and now his best mate is with the girl he loved. Kale is a bad friend, okay? Kale's a bad friend. So I write this, and then a couple notes down I write, Kale gives me Sam vibes, TBH, with a smiley face. Girl, make up your mind. Do you like Kale or do you not? At the beginning, I was just like still turned off by the idea of Kale and Selena, and then it grew on me a little bit because I just felt he gave me Sam vibes a little bit for some reason. So I was like on board with it, whatever. While I did like Kale for Selena, I still at the same time also thought that he was a shitty friend to Dorian. And I think Dorian's life sucks. Like, he has a shitty father who sucks. He doesn't even like f with his dad, obviously, because he's literally a piece of shit. He doesn't agree with what he's doing. He's got like an actual brain and he's a good guy, just stuck in a shitty plot line. And then his best friend, since he was like a kid or whenever Kale moved there, he like f***ed him over. Like, that's so messed up. I'm sorry. Another thing that I wrote here is, I think somehow Selena is Aelin. I think the king knows that, and Arabin knew. So obviously we find out at the end of this book that Selena is in fact Aelin. I also did know that. That was part of like what I spoiled for myself. I think I just kind of forgot that little tidbit of information, and then I saw the name Aelin and I was like, that looks familiar. And then obviously it was, but I think that's to be honest. Selena being the lost queen of Terrasen is so, like, of course she would be. She just is such a bad bitch. I love her. Kale finding out Selena is the lost queen of Terrasen made me smile so big. Obviously Kale wasn't happy about it, but I was just happy that someone knew, like someone found out and just knows how iconic Selena is. Now Kale's like, oh, she's my mortal enemy. Oh, shut up. Like, shut up, Kale. I can't. So then at the end of the book, Kale has the brilliant idea of sending her to Wendlin, which I guess is close to the Fae lands, because he also finds out that she's Fae because they opened that portal or whatever, and then she turns Fae when she goes into the portal to like fight off the monster thing. So he's like, oh, that'll be good. What he doesn't know until after is that she is Aelin, and she's related to the royals in Wendlin because her mom was from Wendlin. The king was like, okay, cool, go to Wendlin and kill the royal family. I wrote, obviously Selena can't kill the royal family in Wendlin if she's related to them. I mean, I guess she could, but I don't think that she would want to do that. I'm like 20% done Air of Fire, and yeah, correct, she doesn't want to do that. The last thing that I wrote here is, what did Selena mean when she told Dorian she'd come back for him? Did she mean because she recognizes that Dorian is a good guy and needs to get the fuck away from his father? Or was there another reason? I'm still confused about that. I'm assuming that question will be answered in later books. Dorian deserves better. I'm gonna die on this hill. Selena was all buddy-buddy with Dorian, liked Dorian, and then was like, okay, just kidding, I don't want to like him. Which I get. The king murdered her family. And if he didn't do it personally, then he ordered her family to be murdered and her entire kingdom to be like eviscerated. So of course Dorian being the son of the person who did that is not cool, but Dorian is so different. He's not like his dad. He's not evil. don't like his dad. He's different. Her just like going back and forth between the two of them. Obviously there's gonna be so much drama and so many problems, and it of course caused a rift between Dorian and Kale. Now they're just avoiding each other in Heir of Fire because a girl got in between them. It's like, bruh, Tails all this time, like no bro code exists. Kale fully gets with the girl his best friend love without even like having a conversation with Dorian about it. I'm sorry. Like, at least have the decency to be honest and like have a conversation with your best friend. Like, I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. And then of course Kale ends up not telling Selena that Nehemia, is that how you say her name? Trying to pronounce these fantasy character names is difficult, and I'm just gonna go with what my heart's telling me. The king wanted to interrogate Nehemia or whatever. Kale not telling Selena that because he was being loyal to the king, and then she ends up dying. Of course Selena's gonna be pissed off and is never gonna like want you to be close to her ever again, and is never gonna trust you again, because now one of the only real people that had like a genuine heart in this whole f***ing continent is dead. And Dorian is so freaking none the wiser to anything that's going on. He is so left out of the picture, and I feel so bad for him. Like, he just deserves better. And then I wrote, I'm so excited. So excited to keep reading, because at the end of that book, it was Kale finding out that she is the lost queen of Turisan. And I'm just like so excited to continue reading about all of that. I haven't filmed so far in my first 120-ish pages. I haven't said any spoiler things or my spoiler thoughts on this yet, so I'm just gonna go through that quickly right now. So we met Rowan. Obviously I know Rowan is important and will be important for the rest of the series because I spoiled it for myself. And I usually love enemies to lovers, and don't get me wrong, but Rowan's an asshole. He's so mean that it's not hee kicking my feet type of thing. It's like a this guy sucks type of thing. And I'm sure he has like some backstory that will show me why he is the way that he is. He's training her right now for her to be worthy to go to Doranel and get the answers about the word keys and all that. I completely forgot to even talk about the word keys. Yeah, I think the king definitely has 2 of them. That's my prediction right now. That's all I've got. Now I'm gonna pick back up, probably gonna share my spoiler thoughts as I go now and just like do it all reading vlog style. We're just going with it. Okay, that's all. Hey, it's been a little bit. Sorry. Well, it hasn't been for you, but it has for me. It's been a couple days. But I'm picking back up. I'm on chapter 26. It's Kale's point of view right now, and he's talking about how Arabin ordered Sam tortured and killed and devised a trap for Selena that got her hauled off to Endovier. So we never actually established that Selena, I mean, I'm assuming she's not stupid. Like, she definitely figured out that all was Arabin's doing. Like, he was definitely the one who betrayed her and was behind all of that, but she never said that, like, from her point of view. So I'm like, did she tell him that? I'm assuming. How else would you have known? I don't know. But I'm like, I guess, God, we're all on the same page now. We weren't even told that, like, in The Assassin's Blade. It was hinted at, but I don't know. Maybe I was expecting them to just slap me in the face with it, and they were like, well, figure it out yourself. Fair enough. So we just found out that Rowan had a mate who died when he was off fighting, and she was pregnant, and that's like his trauma and definitely why he is the way he is. I knew that there'd be something super traumatic that he went through. He told Selena. So I think we're making progress there, that he opened up to her, and they kind of both agreed to try to get through together, which is really doing it for me right now. Like, I could cry. I just finished Heir of Fire. I cannot explain what I feel right now about the fact that this son of a bitch king just turned his own son into one of those fucking Valg demon things. Like, I am absolutely devastated. Like, it would have been better. Like, it honestly feels like it would have been easier if he just died. I don't know how. I can't hold out hope that it's possible that they save him from this. I just don't even want to hold out that hope, because when Sam died, he wasn't coming back. There was no hope. Now, Dorian's all but dead. He basically is dead. This is horrible. Like, literally horrible fate. A nightmare. I want someone to kill this king so bad. Like, is Dorian dead? Like, effectively dead? Is there any possible way to bring him back from this? Or is, once that little stupid necklace is on, is he a demon already, or is he just under the complete control of his father? Like those people with the rings? What happened? Like, what is the truth? Either way, I know it's really horrible, and I just feel sick to my fucking stomach. Dorian deserves everything. He just keeps getting shit on, dude. Oh my god. And then his girl that he loves, of course she gets fucking killed. She was like traitoring against the king, which I don't blame her for that because he sucks. Duh. But oh my god. That series of events for Dorian, the girl he loves gets beheaded. And then he gets turned into something bad. Oh my god. I can't. Great book. Honestly, 5 stars. This book had it all. Was absolutely insane. Of course, the last line, she was Aelin Ashriver Galathynus and she would not be afraid. Period. I am Selena/Aelin's #1 fan. She is that girl. Do I think she is going to absolutely murder this king? Yeah, I do. I just know that she will. Like, that just seems like what we're getting at here. But what they've done to Dorian makes me sick to my fucking stomach. And I know it's not even the point. Like, I love Selena. I love that she gave her horrible aunt that ring and freed Rowan from his blood oath. And then he swore a blood oath to her. Like, I love that. I like Rowan. I didn't like him at first. I thought he was a mean dude. And he was. He's grown on me. And now she's going back to fucking Adarlan. Right into the trap of the king. I hate it when we know things the characters don't, and I just want to scream it at them and shake them, and I can't because it's a book. I'm like scared to start the next one. I just need a second to breathe. Like, that was intense. 5 stars. Fantastic book. But oh my god, I just feel so many different emotions. I'm so proud of Selena/Aelin. I really like Rowan. I'm proud of Chaol too. Like, Chaol is out here saying fuck you to literally everyone that he once obeyed, and I love that. What's happening to Aedion? Is he gonna die? Like, I feel like they're gonna have to find some way to get him out of there, but damn, this Dorian story is fucking killing me right now. So, that's all. Those are my thoughts upon just finishing this. That was so crazy.
Something about an enemies to lovers. It's gonna do it for me. It's just gonna do it for me, especially when it's like powerful enemies to lovers. Like, yes, both parties involved are just like super intense, powerful beings. I love it. I love it. Did Chaol just sacrifice himself? What's happening? Is this real right now? What the fuck is Lorcan doing here now? What the fuck is he doing here now? He's a little fucking late. If you would have no, sorry. He's a little late. You're a little fucking late. You suck. You, oh my god, I hate these people. Lysandra is so iconic. Are you for real? Are you for real? Was ripped clean off by a ghost leopard. Now who do we think that is? Lysandra. Lysandra. That's my girl. This is so slay. Let's go. Oh my god, this is a roller coaster of emotions. That's amazing. Like, a ghost leopard is so random. Of course Aelin is fighting like hell. When the fuck has she ever done anything else in her life? Because she's iconic. Girl power. Nesrin. Iconic. Take the fucking collar off. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. That's my man, bro. Dorian! Oh my god. Yes! 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 Yes, totally! War is over. War is over! But Chaol, though, I'm actually sad about this. This is crazy. War is over. This is literally about to save my life. Oh god. Oh my god. This is the best thing that's ever fucking happened to me, is Dorian ripping the collar off. Oh my god. Neither of you are leaving here alive. I hope you do, you trick ass bitch. You're not leaving here alive, bro. You're not. Glowing like newborn gods as their magic entwine. This is the greatest thing I've literally ever read. Are you kidding? This book, dude. Chaol being alive still is exactly what I wanted to happen to Sam. This is what I thought would happen to fucking Sam. They'd be like, oh, he's dead. Let you believe he's dead. And be like, JK. So it is possible. You know what? I'm happy though. I mean, Chaol did not, you know, he pissed me off, but he didn't need to die. She gave him the fucking eye of Elena, and that's how he lived. Oh my god. That's amazing. That's so nice of her to do.
So since I completely forgot to film anything from Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn, I thought that it'd be fun to show you some of my text message reactions I sent to my friend. as I was reading.
Dude, Yrene and Aelin reuniting for the first time since Aelin gave her that money in the note in Assassin's Blade. That was one of the sweetest things I've ever read in my life. I genuinely think that what Yrene said to her gave Aelin a will to live, which she desperately needs right now, but I seriously cried. It was so sweet. I'm so excited for Kale and Dorian to reunite. I really hope that they do. Oh, I love you, he whispered in Eli's ear. I have loved you from the moment you picked up that axe, and I will be with you always. Oh my god, the guy who wasn't even capable of love. It's just killing me. I love them. And the horse, Hellis's horse. Like, fuck. Oh, this is too much. I'm scared. The fucking dam broke. Oh no.
Dorian is serving I can't believe I doubted my man like that.
Who, me?
No, Dorian.
Oh.
He literally pulled an Uno reverse on this old bitch. He said, "You're old as the earth, and you thought I'd fall for your little trick." Oh my god, not her begging him. Bye, bitch. She ate him up. And as Kale Westfall dismounted and ran the last few feet towards Dorian, the king of Adarlan wept. Hold on. Let's discuss this really quick. She passed through a world of snow-capped mountains under shining stars. Passed over one of those mountains where a winged male stood beside a heavily pregnant female, gazing at those very stars. Faye. Who could that be? The winged male, beautiful beyond reason, right, snapped his head toward her as she arced across his starry sky. He lifted a hand as if in greeting. I know him. I know him. A blast of dark power slammed into her, not to attack, but to slow her down. Everybody say thank you, Reese. That's my man. They can never make me hate you. That is my man.
The last thing that I recall reading from my 2 a.m. reading last night was they, and by they I mean Yrene and the help of everybody else who lured Erewhon's bum ass in. They killed Erewhon. This group of people, they serve the most I've ever seen in my life. They're all just slaying. They are addicted to slaying. I'm obsessed with it. I don't want to finish this, but I'm going to. Okay, so Aelin did the whole lock thing. Mala, I've been saying Mala in my head, I think. Gave her that little last bit of power so that she could survive forging the lock, which like no one thought she was gonna do anyway. Now she only has a little bit of power left, but she still can feed off of Rowan's power because they have that bond. So I think she's doing that right now. Maeve is just an old bitch. She is siphoning Rowan's power basically. A crown of flame twin to her own appeared atop his head. The way that every single thing they did was just calculated. I've never been able to think this many steps ahead. I can barely even think one step ahead. 47 steps ahead is what these people always are. Oh my god, the Fae from Tracyn. All of them actually don't really like you, I'm sorry to say. They just can't stop slaying. Oh my god. Wait, those are the Fae from the southern continent from friggin' 1,000 years ago? Okay. What a full circle moment. The witches are another story. The fact that the Blue Bloods and Petra joined Manon and the others was just beautiful. I always liked Petra. I screamed when that happened. I was like, I knew she would come through. Them, the 13. Oh my god, what the 13 did when they sacrificed themselves, I don't want to even talk about that. No. She used the Blood Oath bond to get Fenris, Aelin did, to get Fenris to look at her. And blinked 4 times to signal, I am here, I am with you. I'll cry right now. Yeah, they beheaded Maeve. Aelin beheaded that old bitch. She said, so go to hell. No crumbs. Pale skin began to flake away like old paint. Ew. Oh, this is so satisfying. I feel like these people are my friends. Aelin is so smart, I actually can't even. And stabbed her in the skull for good measure. That's wild. Yes! Line after line after line of Valk soldiers fell to their knees mid-fight with the Fae and wolves. An entire army mid-battle, mid-blow collapsing. So satisfying! Oh my god. Fuck Erewhon. Oh my god, yes! They burned her ass too. Free of the pile of ashes that had been Maeve. Bye, bitch. You will not be missed. Oh my god! What a great ending. What a fucking beautiful ending. Are you fucking kidding me? The King's Flame? The fucking flowers everywhere? I loved that. Alright friends, that concludes this vlog. My very first reading vlog. We are done with the Throne of Glass series. I'm devastated.
I have been finished reading this series for about 2 weeks now as I'm filming this, and every night I go to get in bed and I'm like, what am I gonna read? And then I remember that it's not Throne of Glass. And I get really upset. It has just become a part of my routine for the last couple months to get in bed at night and read one of the Throne of Glass books. I know you're supposed to not cry because it's over, smile because it happened, but I'm gonna do both. Yeah, this was a journey and it was one that I absolutely loved. I will be rereading this series at some point for sure. And that's all I've got. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my first ever reading vlog. If you want to see more of these from me, please let me know, and also let me know of any specific books or series that you would want to see me do reading vlogs for. I already read ACOTAR, at least up to this point, so can't really do a reading vlog for that, but I feel like there's so much that I haven't read yet and I'm really excited to get into, so let me know any suggestions down below if you have any. And with that being said, that's gonna be it for today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Hope that you liked it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you stayed until this point in the video, comment down below I'm a real one because you're a real one. For real, this is so long. Might be my longest video I've ever posted. If you want to see more videos from me, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I post a new video every Sunday. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.